Welcome to the Electron Carnival. Hey there, science fans. Ever wonder how your phone works or what makes your TV light up? It's all thanks to the amazing world of electronics. Electronics is like a bustling carnival full of exciting rides and dazzling lights. But instead of cotton candy and Ferris wheels, we have electrons, circuits and signals. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. In this whirlwind tour, we'll unravel the mysteries of electronics together. Get ready to be amazed by the invisible forces that power our modern world. Let's start with the tiniest citizens of the Electron Carnival, atoms and electrons. Atoms are like miniature solar systems. At the center is the nucleus, made of protons and neutrons. Whizzing around the nucleus are electrons, like tiny planets in orbit. These electrons are the real stars of our show. They carry a negative charge and love to move around. And when electrons move, they create something truly magical: electricity. Imagine a water park with slides and lazy rivers. That's what electricity is like. Voltage is like the water pressure pushing everything along. It's the force that makes electrons want to move. Current is like the flow of water through the slides. It measures how many electrons are moving per second. Resistance is like the width of the slide. A narrow slide creates more resistance, slowing down the water flow. Now let's build some pathways for our electric current. A circuit is like a closed loop or a racetrack for electrons. It provides a path for the electrons to flow from a power source through various components and back again. Think of it like a roller coaster ride. The electrons hop on at the power source, zoom through the circuit, and return to the starting point, ready for another go. Section 5. Circuit components. Resistors, capacitors, and inductors. Circuits aren't just empty pathways. They're filled with fascinating components that control and manipulate the flow of electricity. Resistors are like speed bumps in our electric racetrack. They limit the current, preventing things from getting too hot. Capacitors are like tiny reservoirs, storing electrical energy for later use. They're like the water balloons at a carnival game. Inductors are like coils that resist changes in current. They're like the loops on a roller coaster, adding twists and turns to the ride. Section 6. Semiconductors, the tiny heroes of modern tech. Now, let's meet the superstars of the Electron Carnival: semiconductors. These amazing materials can act like both conductors and insulators, depending on the conditions. Think of them as shape-shifting superheroes. They're the brains behind computers, smartphones, and countless other electronic gadgets. Semiconductors are like the control panel of a spaceship, directing the flow of electrons with incredible precision. Without them, our technological world would be a very different place. Section 7. Digital versus analog, the language of electronics. Electronics speaks in two main languages, digital and analog. Analog signals are like smooth waves on the ocean, constantly changing. Digital signals are like Morse code, using a series of ones and zeros to transmit information. Think of a dimmer switch versus a light switch. The dimmer switch controls light in an analog way, while the light switch is digital. It's either on or off. Section 8. Circuit analysis. Decoding the electronic symphony. Now that we've explored the components of our Electron Carnival, let's learn how to understand the language of circuits. Circuit analysis is like deciphering a musical score. By using tools like Ohm's law and Kirchhoff's laws, we can calculate voltage, current, and resistance in different parts of a circuit. It's like solving a puzzle. But instead of pieces, we have resistors and capacitors, and by understanding how circuits work, we can design new and innovative electronic devices.